Welcome back to Behind the Scenes. We're on part 4 of our Monster Cheeks update. What I've just done was I spent 2.5 hours, this past 2.5 hours, updating and making other changes. Because if you can remember back on part 3 at the end, we made quite a few updates, and when we tested it, we found out that the game wasn't acknowledging the changes we made, thus not allowing us to publish a new version of Monster Cheeks. So I spent the last 2 hours going back and looking at stuff. I did retest the track that day, and lo and behold, at the end of the test, it allowed me to publish it then. I'm not sure what happened. So the last 2.5 hours, like I was saying, I went through and I made some other changes, and I recorded everything. But when I got to the end and I went to review the footage, and I didn't hear any sound coming from my microphone, I then looked over and realized my microphone hadn't been plugged in for those 2.5 hours. So here I am explaining the changes that I made, and shortly after I post this video, I will be posting the 2.5 hours of the changes I made. There is still game sound, but where my microphone isn't plugged in, you don't hear me talking. So, we'll start out with right here. I went up and I added a checkpoint up here to allow players the better view of sight and letting them know to merge left and finding the easier way up the mountain. Another big announcement for the track is I've added GTA mode. You'll see in the video following shortly after this one how I was able to place the turbos going up the mountain. If you remember from one of the previous videos, you couldn't place them right on the grounds, but we found a way around that, and you can see in the next video of how I did that. You won't, of course, hear me talking, but you'll see the process. So we have excuse me. We have turbos going up this way now. We've added this extra checkpoint here. So as soon as you hit this one will light up telling you to come up this way. We've left everything else the same up here, except for we've placed some turbos. And then we placed some turbos here. We added another stunt jump to accommodate this turbo with another camera. Then coming down off the drop of the main part of the track, on GTA mode only, of course, you'll have rockets coming down, placed all about on the downhill slope. They put some couple turbos there. So now with the addition of GTA mode, there's a little extra added chaos going on if players choose GTA mode on this extremely tough track. Weapons will still be enabled, so that will make the hill climb quite interesting with sticky bombs and grenades going off and machine guns. And let's have a look over this way, where the other changes that were made was the finish line was brought back from where it was here, and now it's back here, of course, with its checkpoint. We've added an extra set of ramps, so you come off here, then you hit that ramp, and if you're able to get your back tires on the ground before the other player, if there was another player beside you, you would actually gain extra speed and momentum, and possibly that's what you would need to beat that player across the finish line. I put some rockets to make it interesting going through there if two players end up going through, or maybe three or more players. I've spread things out a little bit more in through here. Tucked everything up. I added 2 more vans. So it rides quite a bit smoother with the transitions coming off ramp to ramp, off from, bus to bus and things like that. I added these cars here and removed all these rocks up here. Because the problem is if you were sitting on this bus and you came off nose first, you would always get your front tires or the nose of the truck stuck on those rocks, and it would, of course, fling you off to the sides. So we just added the cars there, and there should be enough room to make a very nice smooth transition. Of course, we've moved this big rock here away, so they're a little bit more spread out in this area. Of course, the little rocks are too, with the ones that I've deleted. And that was everything that I just recorded for 2.5 hours. Like I said, I will post that 2.5 hours. There's still gameplay sound, but there's no microphone, there's no audio from me, myself, talking. Like I said before, I looked over and my microphone was completely not even hooked in. And this was after the fact. I had recorded all this stuff, going through the footage again and rewatching it and looking over and seeing my microphone wasn't plugged in. So this is what I've done, made the changes, and of course after part 3 I did retest the track and was able to publish the changes. So as of this video being posted, all changes that were shown here and which will be shown in the 2.5 hours of editing, all changes are up to date and out live on Xbox One. Again, like I did say at the end of the 2.5 hours, thank you again for subbing to my channel, and thank you again for taking the time out and watching my videos. That means a lot, and pretty much why I keep making the videos. For a while I was not making quite so many, not seeing a lot of traffic on them, but more videos will be posted a lot more frequently. Getting into it a lot more. The season's winding down, so I'm gonna have more time on my hands. A little bit less working all the time, maybe a little more of creating content and videos. So with all that being said, again, thank you for subbing and taking the time to watch my videos, and checking out my channel and taking the time to hang out. I hope you try Monster Cheeks, and of course send me a message if you want to race with me and try it out and have a good time doing some races and try each other's playlists, or whatever people do when they get together and play GTA. But anyway, thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. I'll speak with you soon. We'll see you.